Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and you are watching TTV News, some latest events in the province, and now come to details. Ladies and gentlemen, at the oral conference to evaluate the results of the implementation of the Government Resolution 33 on a number of solutions to remove and promote the safe, healthy, and sustainable development of the real estate market by Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính. In chair, leaders of the Ministry of Construction also reported on the progress of construction of social housing for workers nationwide.
According to the report of Ministry of Construction, since the beginning of the year, the whole country has started construction for 10 social housing projects, housing workers with a total of about 20,000 units, in which there are 7 social housing projects with a scale of nearly 9,000 units and 3 housing projects for the workers with a scale of over 11 units. Regarding the disbursement of credit packages to support individual customers to buy, lease, purchase social housing and worker housing, the Bank for Social Policies has disbursed nearly 4,400 billion Vietnam dong so far, from a preferential loan package of 15,000 billion with about 12,000 customers disbursed. In addition, the credit program of about 120,000 billion Vietnam dong in preferential loans for social housing development, worker housing, renovation and rebuilding of apartments also began to disperse. On the afternoon of August the 1st, the Party Committee of Border Guards of TayNinhTV Province held a preliminary review of the 5 years of implementing Resolution number 33 dated September 28th of 2018 of the Police Bureau on the National Border Protection Strategy. Major General Nguyễn Hoài Phương, Deputy Commander of Border Guard, attended and directed the conference. In the past 5 years, the provincial border guard has well performed the tasks of combat readiness, natural disaster prevention, search and rescue, take the initiative in grasping, researching, and forecasting the situation, advising of the effective handling of cases on the borders and the border case, advice on building and consolidating a strong political system, creating a solid foundation for building the own people-nation defense posture, the people's security posture, and also the own people's border defense posture being constantly consolidated. The coordination with branches and forces in the task of protecting the fatherland is promoted also. Speaking at a conference, Major General Nguyễn Hoài Phương acknowledged the efforts of the Party Committee and the Border Guard Command of TayNinhTV Province during the 5 years of implementing Resolution number 33. And Major General Nguyễn Hoài Phương suggested that the Provincial Party Committee and Command of the Border Guard should focus on implementing a number of key solutions, proactively grasping the situation, intensifying patrols to preserve the border landmarks, and timely, effectively detect and handle cases occurring on the border without being passive or inspected. Regularly coordinate closely with the military and police forces to fight effectively against various types of crimes, attach importance to border guard diplomacy in order to continue to perform well the task of managing and protecting national border security in the coming time. And on August the 8th, the Provincial Police Department's Firefighting Practice Training Command will organize a firefighting rescue and the rescue drill at the First Team Vietnam Carbon Company Limited. To prepare for the training section, the member of units actively participated in practicing the fire prevention, fighting, rescue plans. And this day, the Police Department of Fire Prevention and Fighting and Rescue under the TayNinhTV Provincial Public Security Department instructs its member units to deploy forces and vehicles and coordinate with participating firefighting and rescue plans to be in action when there is a hypothetical fire situation at the First Team Vietnam Carbon Company Limited. The stages of field practice are conducted in 3 phases. At the first stage, First Team Vietnam Carbon Company Limited mobilized forces and means of firefighting on the spot to carry out rescue according to the motto, from the spot, fire alarm information and firefighting. For the second stage, mobilizing forces and means of agencies, organizations, police and relevant units sanctioned in Zhangmangtao to organize firefighting. And the third stage, mobilizing forces and means of the provincial police and reporting to the Provincial People's Committee to mobilize forces and means of the army and the agencies and organizations also in the province to participate in firefighting.
Recently, the Executive Board of the Youth Union and the Women Union of the TayNinhTV City Police have launched a large number of union members and members to register to participate in the promotion of administrative reform in the field of registration management of motor vehicle, initially bringing positive effect.
Accordingly, union members and the members of units have actively guided the people in the process of carrying out vehicle registration procedures, handling traffic violations and related administrative procedures that have been integrated on the portal of the National Public Service and the Public Service portal of the Ministry of Public Security. And after the results are available, the union members and also the members of the women units of the police of the city will return results of the motorcycle registration certificate at home for cases of 50 years old or older or sick people having difficulties in driving and go back to work, and thereby helping the people save the cost and time, contributing to simplifying administrative procedures. And currently, the province is focusing on promoting digital transformation in non-fields, especially implementing breakthrough solutions on effectively building and exploiting digital data. Along with that is to strengthen the assurance of information safety and security in the network environment, accelerating the rapid increase in indicators of online public service provision, enhancing the people's participation in digital transformation activities. According to statistics that up to now, the number of online public services out of the total number of public services in the province is 731 over 1,777 administrative procedures. The proportion of online public services that generate online dossier is over 37%, and the rate of online public services that process an entire online process is over 34%. In order to improve the efficiency, increase the rate of using online public services, ensuring ease of use and user-friendliness, the Department of Information and Communications has advised the Provincial People's Committee an action plan to improve the use rate of the province online public service in 2023. Accordingly, the department proposed a number of solutions to improve the quality and efficiency of online public service provision in the province in both aspects, increasing service delivery rate online public services and increase the percentage of active online filings generated, thereby promoting the province's digital transformation process, building an increasingly comprehensive digital government and digital society also. And on the morning of August 5th, the Ho Chi Minh City Advertising Association Volunteer Union cooperated with the Union of the Department of Culture, Sports and Tourism to award scholarship to children of the culture, sport and tourism sectors. Attending the event, there was Mr. Nguyễn Thanh Đạo, Chairman of Ho Chi Minh City Advertising Association, and on the side of the Provincial Department of Culture, Sports and Tourism of the province, there was Mr. Trần Ngân Minh, Director of the department. Performing activities together to support and encourage the children of the culture, sports and tourism sector before the new school year of 2023 and 2024, the Ho Chi Minh City Advertising Association Volunteer Union visited, exchanged and coordinated with the trade union of the Department of Culture, Sports and Tourism. The Sports and Tourism awarded 40 scholarships with a total value of 80 million Vietnam Dong and 20 million Vietnam Dong to support the Mid-Autumn Festival for the children of the province. At the program, the Ho Chi Minh City Advertising Association Volunteer Union received a certificate of merit from Chairman of Provincial People's Committee for its contribution to charity and the social work in the locality.
Starting to be included by university is one of the admission criteria in 2017. International English certification as IELTS, TOEFL are recently popular and become an important learning goal of students.
This year, the number of candidates applying for admission by this method as some universities has increased remarkably compared to previous years. In the past 4 months, this university has received about 7,000 applications from candidates with a foreign language certificates, mainly IELTS, doubling compared to the previous years. In 2021, we see that the IELTS score is 5.5, and especially in 2023, the main score spectrum is about 6.5 to 7 marks, accounting for the majority. It shows that the candidates invest a lot in English and gradually approach international standards. The phrase International Foreign Language Certificates appeared in the enrollment scheme of the National Academic University 7 years ago, initially with only 50 applicants, and up to now the number has reached more than 10,000 candidates, where the target is about 2,800. When I see that top schools like National Academics have up to 11,000 applications for IELTS, they also have an IELTS exam for 6 to 7 marks. So I also feel pressures and worried about the opportunity for myself. And therefore, despite being on summer break, many high school students will practice more. The purpose is to take this certification exam in August and September and use it for university admission in entrance examination in the coming years. I spend 9 to 10 hours studying English, of which 2 hours in 2 places for extra language lesson and 5 hours at home. I have to study a lot and have to spend a lot of money, and it's our parents' efforts too, so we all have to work hard to learn like this. And ladies and gentlemen, in the past, the cabbage at Long Thuận Bridge Market, Bunkao District, was requisitioned for an access of land behind the market as a temporary cabbage collection place. So on waste in the Long Thuận Bridge Market area was also gathered to the outside after, and so as not to smell bad of waste affecting the operation of the market. Then the company collects and treats the waste to the centralized cabbage dump for collection and treatment. And since moving the cabbage collection point to the front of the market, small businesses and the people around here have been affected by environmental pollution from this cabbage collection point. In 2021, the People's Committee of Long Thuận Commune Bunkao District will auction for 11 plots of land for resettlement located behind the Cầu Long Thuận Market, including a plot of land used as a temporary landfill for the market. The collection of cabbage at Cầu Long Thuận Market is moved from the back of the market to the front of the market for temporary collection, waiting for the waste collection and treatment company to come and process it. And realizing that gathering cabbage in front of the market gate is a loss of beauty, the People's Committee of Long Thuận Commune worked with the Dung Minh Châu Cabbage Collection and Treatment Company, providing 12 containers of all kinds of 440 liters. After that, the amount of cabbage was still high, and with insufficient capacity, the People's Committee of Long Thuận Commune brought for 6 more cabbage containers with a content of about 600 liters for a larger, with less to prevent bad odors. However, the cabbage collection sometimes does not meet the frequency of collection 3 times per week, as in the contract signed, the contract between the current waste collection and treatment company and the Department of Natural Resources and Environment of Bunkao District, and leading to a lot of backload cabbage emitting a stench. I can't stand the stench sitting here. When I pick up the trash, the maggots fly out. It's very polluted. The situation here is very polluted because of these landfills. The place for cabbage is right on the road in front of the polluted market. It takes a long time for the people to collect cabbage. So when the cabbage is too full, it is very rotten, and the people in business household around here feel very polluted. Recently, I can't stand it. The people have complained many times but haven't found a solution yet. In the evening, the people bring a lot of cabbage in their pack, not only small businesses here, but the people from other places also always transported by car, bikes, sometimes trucks. I have many recommendations, as well as the district environmental resources. They say they have already provided trash can, but providing some those bins doesn't solve any problems, just create conditions for the company to dispose more waste and cabbage here. And in response to the people's complaints about environmental pollution caused by the garbage collection point in front of Cầu Long Thuận Market, the People's Committee of Long Thuận Commune asked the waste treatment company not to prolong the environmental pollution. The solution in the coming time is that the Long Thuận Commune People's Committee will plan a public plant away from residential areas to serve as a garbage collection place to protect the environment of the market area.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for watching and see you next time.